Welcome, athletes, to another episode of the Gym Closet. I'm so pumped that we got this going finally. This is our third try. We have film to prove it. We were struggling here this morning, so we are recording on a Saturday morning, but we will get it out as ASAP, probably early next week. But today we have a bunch of cool stuff, a bunch of segments. But for anybody who is just joining us for the first time, the Gym Closet is a Krave Gym podcast. We go over everything that is Krave Gyms, the in and the outs of what we do at Krave. And in doing so, we provide a lot of life lessons and a lot of things, a lot of takeaways that you can take in your own life and can hopefully help you in your success in your own life and do lessons that can be learned in what you're doing, whether it's fitness, work, whatever the case might be. We hopefully have some good information for you, and hopefully it's in a little bit entertaining as well. So we do a lot of just bullshit as well. So so welcome. Today, if you had not joined us for last week's, we started a new segment with Coach Wooden's Pyramid of Success. And so we are going to knock off another block of the pyramid. I like that. Knock off a block of the pyramid.
Knock off a block.
That's like the soul thing. What did we have last week? We had a couple really good things.
Remember.
I can't remember either. I remember acknowledging that we had some cool stuff. Yeah. But this one we go bottom right, so we're going to the opposite side. And today in Pyramid Talk with Coach Wooden's Pyramid, we are talking about enthusiasm. And basically enthusiasm, obviously, is how jacked you are to be doing a task. Are you super excited to be doing a task, or are you doing it just to be doing it? And so he kind of goes over enthusiasm enables someone to push as hard as we need to push for as long as we need to push to achieve our best. Now, are you going to do that if you're not enthusiastic about the task, or if you don't want to do it, if you don't have the buy-in to that program? Pretty much you're not going to be enthusiastic about that task, and it's most likely going to get done subpar or not get done at all.
Hey, so, quick shout out here.
Yes.
Amber started the team training session that was this morning by quoting something that said, "Two things in life that you're total control over are your attitude and effort." Which, I mean, I think you could say that's enthusiasm.
We
didn't plan this.
That's awesome.
That was an accident.
Yeah, that's a happy accident that we went over. And did she post that online? Is that what
she did.
Posted?
Yeah.
Nice. So yes, so that's what we do here at Krave. You know, we accidentally tie everything together.
Yes.
You know, and sometimes we get lucky, and other times we don't claim. Yeah,
looks a little weird.
Really claim it. So, but the other thing that he goes on to say is there are extreme highs and extreme lows in his career, and those swings of intensity result in instability. So he wanted his players on an even keel so that thinking was not adversely affected by emotion. And quiet enthusiasm gets results. So basically what he's saying is, you know, and I think that pertains to anybody in life, is we have really big highs, we have really big lows, but, you know, we have to make sure that we can control them and keep an even mind during those highs and during those lows so that we can make the best decisions. And here, you know, when in your training, you're going to have times where you don't really feel like training. You're going to have times where you really, really feel like training. And I've had times here where I'm super pumped to go train, and I train, you know, the first round goes just balls to the wall, and I'm screwed. Like for the rest of the time.
Boy.
Yeah. which you should go 100%, but you know, if I would have kept an even keel, I would have gotten more out of the end of my workout as well. So, you know, all of that is relative. But enthusiasm for a task is wanting to do what you're doing. So I think that goes a long way in showing, you know, especially in work and in your job, you know, showing enthusiasm for a job. If you're asked by your boss, or if you're an entrepreneur and you're having to do something else, if you are not enthusiastic about it, your task is not going to be done very well. I know there's things that are just monotonous that like I have to do sometimes, and I'm not super enthusiastic about it, and the work suffers, or you know, I can actually see the result isn't as good as if I was changed my mindset about that task and realized the benefits of getting it done became enthusiastic about it. So enthusiasm is the second one. The first one was industriousness, which is hard work. The second one is enthusiasm. So we're going to continue to go through these blocks. I'm excited about next week's. Oh,
are you going to tease it?
No.
Oh!
And that's the tease. No, I'm super excited about the Pyramid Talk. It's if you haven't had a chance, read the book. It's an awesome book about basically a playbook to success, and one of the ones that I'm reading, and so I'm going to kind of bring you guys along on. I have kind of the spark notes to it as well, so that I can present it on this podcast. But I'm reading it in the big version, so that I'm going to bring everybody along on that journey with us. So next up, we got our Foodie results in, which was a good one, I think.
Ready to drink. Hey, yeah, we actually
RTDs,
ready to drink. It was, and this one actually got kind of close. Core Power and Muscle Milk, for those of you that were keeping along, blew everybody out every single round. Muscle Milk won one round without anybody voting for the opposite one. That's never happened.
What was that one?
I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I remember that.
But that has never
The competitor
happened.
was not a great one.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Ensure. Ensure,
yeah.
I don't think many people drink Ensure once they're not a child.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, yes.
But there are people out there that use that. It's kind of an expensive way to get your protein, and vitamins and minerals. So. But
anyway, final results. And this is between the two of them. One had Muscle Milk 11. The other one had it at 0.
Oh.
And then the other one had Core Power at 14, and the other one at 3. So 17 to 11, Core Power wins. I've never. Wait, you got that? 17. That's what it is. That's the score. Even if I said that confusingly, the score is 17 Core Power, 11 Muscle Milk.
Okay, so what did Muscle Milk get in the first one? 11?
And then 0.
And Core got 0.
No. Muscle Milk got 0 in the other one. And then Core Power got 14 and 3.
Core Power.
Yeah.
Oh.
You see what I'm
You
saying?
did say it confusingly. Yeah. Okay. Muscle Milk in one got 11, and in the other one got a 0.
Yes.
And then Core Power got
14 and another one got 3.
Yes. Okay.
17 to 11. Told you, just listen to the results. I knew I was saying it in a hard
very,
to understand
very
way,
terribly well.
but I knew what I was saying.
The math was off. But okay, so Core Power is.
I've never had Core Power.
Really? It is very good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it better than Muscle Milk?
Yes.
Okay. Can you confirm?
There's two different ones. There's the 26 gram protein
and then the 42.
one, and then the 42. So the 26 has like 11 carb and like 5 fat, so kind of slight meal replacement.
Yeah, 42.
And not as much protein. And it tastes more like chocolate milk. That one's like really good.
Yeah.
Now the 42 gets more of a protein drink type taste.
Yeah.
Well,
Still good, still
like
good, but it just gets more.
What's that?
42 grams of protein. How many carbs?
I think the same, like
11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it just jumps up.
It just jumps up the.
Oh wait, no, the 26 might have like 24 carbs. I think it does.
I don't think
or
so.
12. I thought it had more carbs.
Man,
than
you've
the
said 3
42.
different numbers. Maybe 17.
It could be 18. Who knows?
I just think it's
but
higher.
no, it's tasty, very tasty, good
Okay.
macros.
Okay.
And the
26
42
more
one
replacement,
is the
that's all.
42 one is a little bit more of a protein shake taste, but that's still a good protein shake
Yeah.
taste. So,
But the 26 is the best protein drink like I've had by far, just because it tastes like straight chocolate.
I want to shout out one of these that I put in here is because Tyler's handwriting is impossible to read. So I had no idea what one of the ones, like I took a picture of what you wrote and I was like, I have no idea what that is.
What was it?
I have no idea. So I replaced it with Pro 2O. Have you guys heard of Pro 2O?
Yeah.
Have you had it?
I haven't had it.
It's pretty good, man.
Really?
It's
I have not had
like
it
a
either.
fruity kind of water taste. It's
Which
not
one?
much
Which
else.
one did not? The Slim Fast? Did that not make it in? Sure. What do we miss? I
That
said here.
right there, berry coffee.
Bang.
What does that say?
Bang coffee.
Oh.
Oh, that would have competed.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I think it's a limited demographic.
The man that drinks 2
We haven't
bangs
done
a day.
energy drinks yet, have we?
Oh,
No. We'll have to do that. Some.
Nuts. Just
We
saying.
can just bring that one in the next time. I really want to do nuts.
We can
have a very
probably
strong
put it to a
feeling about
vote.
it. Okay.
All right, so we have 2 different things, foodies for next week's. So what we're going to do on Sunday, we're going to put nuts against energy drinks, and see what our next foodie is going to be. So make sure we're voting on what our next foodie is going to be, because then we will have options that go out at the beginning of the week to do our new foodie. So let's take it to a vote. Let's take it to the people.
Take it to the people.
If energy drinks wins, I want to do brands, and then I want to do flavors of the brand that wins, because I know it's going to be Monster or Bang, and they have plenty of flavors to choose from.
Sure.
So is that the only? That's great. Yeah, but is that the only? That's like the only two. Is it just going to be a one vote
Of energy drinks?
No, but he's probably right.
Oh, I was going to say.
No,
Red
I know.
Bull, Monster, there's plenty.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be Monster, 100%.
100%. All right.
I'm calling it now on video and film.
It's gonna be Red Bull Monster. I'm calling it against you.
It might. Red Bull might get up.
Yeah.
No,
You think Red Bull?
Bang will be in the finals.
I don't think so.
Bang is
Get
new
out
to
of
like
here.
the gas station big
Yeah.
market,
Dude,
so
Bang's
I
getting
could see it
everyone.
doing really well. Though.
Everyone
It
is
will do.
drinking Bangs.
I bet most people that do fitness stuff will vote for Bang. But I also know that most people that go on my Instagram are not fitness people, so they're gonna vote for Red Bull.
Speaking of,
You think Red? But
I've had
No,
a lot
I
of
think Red
friends.
Bull's horrible.
I've had a
No,
lot
but
of
I'm
friends
just saying
that aren't
over
in
popularity.
athletics and fitness industry and stuff that are just regular people
Maybe I'm
that
wrong.
love Bangs and
Maybe
starting
I'm
to
wrong.
really get out there. So
Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see.
it's interesting because Bang, even though completely false,
I was just going to bring that up.
advertises
Have you heard some of their
for-
claims lately?
yeah.
Claims to like cure Alzheimer's. Like, I mean, he's got crazy claims in his product, like stupid stuff that makes
Oh,
no
I
sense.
haven't seen that.
Well, I
stuff.
gotta show you the
But
article.
even just the
There's-
claims of
There's pages people,
having glutamine and having like good stuff in it.
He says he has a
creatine and
patent
you know.
on his buffer, his super creatine or his creatine. He, like that's his. Like he invented
Well, that's
it.
great, but you like 4 to 5 grams is like a clinical dose of creatine
And there's
for anybody,
Yeah.
and there's like 0.2 grams
Oh, really?
in. So it's like it's like
And their CoQ10
industry,
is
in
like
their in the
nothing.
industry you call it kind of fairy dusting so that you can put
Yeah.
the ingredient on the label. So they just fairy dust everything and then put the ingredient on the label. Good marketing, because I've talked to a lot of people that are like, yeah, you drink Monster instead of Bang. Well, why do you do that? Because Bang has all these other great ingredients. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
See, I drink Bangs just because it has more caffeine.
Right, and that's why
double the Monster.
that's
the
why I
Monster.
Bang, because it does have double the caffeine. I don't need that shit.
Alrighty.
All right, so let's get into a athlete shout out.
This is for Mitch. Mitch, whose birthday is today.
Today, yep.
It's the
Are
28th.
you on that? No.
Happy birthday, Mitch. He just turned 38. He's old as hell.
Old balls.
He wanted, well, okay. He did, the pull-up challenge was this week.
Yeah.
And he got second place, but he got 71, which is probably pretty close
Very
to
good.
beating
I think the second
almost
best
anybody
guys-
else
I think
except
that's
for
the second
Zach, who
best
beat
guys.
him.
Yeah,
Right,
because Eric
yeah.
got 70, and that was the next best.
Yeah, so Mitch gets second overall, but he got second in his class because Zach Hoyer beat him.
Right.
So Mitch
Hoyer.
was asking for
Hoyer.
asking for a shout out. But I'm not gonna give it to him. Mitch, you got second place, Mitch. This
That's
ain't
true.
This ain't
Pick a
about
different
second
session.
place, buddy.
Should've got
No, I'm just
Should've
kidding.
got 10
I
more
just-
pull-ups.
Yeah, you should have done more. Sounds like a simple solution.
81 would have won.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez, 10 more. That's one set.
But
Or he could have
no,
gone.
that's
Or he
but
could have gone to
seriously,
any
fucking
any
killed
other
it.
session.
Yeah, any
Yeah.
other session. And that's what we talked about.
Yeah. Doing the tier.
Doing the tiered system
Yeah.
to where we do
Who wins
we
plus top five.
qualifying plus top 5. So whoever wins every session plus the top 5 of the entire day should get notification and qualification. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what we're going to start probably next season, because
Yeah.
we just started getting some of those results that were like, yeah,
Yeah.
Mitch deserves to be in the
Yeah,
championship. for that.
right, dude. He
So-
blows everybody else out of the water,
Right.
but he's stuck with, stud Zach.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
may just take every season off of the championship unless someone's
Why?
got to challenge him.
Yeah, I'll beat him this time.
All right.
I'm curious to see if he just
I gotta qualify.
ping ping just
Who knows?
wins each
Yeah.
season.
Who knows? You got
Yeah.
qualified, because
Yeah.
we need athletes to be represented over here, because
Curious to
Waukees
see
going to bring some thunder too. I know that.
Bring the heat, Joaquin.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We
bring
ain't
it in. Bring it
We
on.
ain't
Yeah,
afraid.
we don't have much
We've been here, done
representation.
this
We've been
for
here.
a while now. All right.
we don't have any representation from Waukee. We got to get Dan in here to make his
Right.
arguments. But no, that's an awesome athlete shout out. Also, do we have any other athlete shout outs?
I couldn't think of any. This week at least.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, great challenge though.
Eric,
Pull-ups.
I'll give Eric a shout out. He's been crushing sessions lately, man. I was working out next to him, I think last Friday or the one before, and he was giving me a run for my money. And then I go look at Instagram stories, and then I was like, damn, Eric's getting lean too. He's making me look small because he's bigger than I am. And I was just like, damn, he's killing it. He's been running after sessions, so yeah, give Eric a shout out. He's been working hard, seeing the results.
Awesome. Then let's go into, we got our Today I Learned.
An answer to the age-old question, which came first, the chicken or the egg? This is a scientific answer to the question.
All right, I like it.
Today I
I'm gonna
learned
learn.
science shows that the egg came first, not the chicken. 1, the first egg was laid by a bird that was not a chicken. 2, the first anonomic hard-shelled egg laid on land was around 312 million years ago. Chickens are domesticated descendants of red jungle fowl from at most 8,000 years ago.
Stuff's crazy to think about.
So the egg, not necessarily a chicken egg, I understand. It's not.
So, but the egg.
The egg blew it out of the water 312 million years. Why are we even asking this question?
So
That's not close.
The egg or the chicken, the egg.
The egg.
But the chicken, the egg or the chicken egg or the chicken.
Nobody's ever asked it that way.
That's true.
Yep. You're welcome.
I like that. That's kind of a workaround, but I like it.
Yep.
Because everybody has the perception of when asked that question,
Yeah.
they're talking about a
Yep.
chicken egg, but they're not. Could be a reptile egg.
Yep. Exactly.
So that's even
Who knows?
probably
I mean,
longer.
yeah.
They
Holy
just
shit.
found one of the
Mind
biggest.
blown.
They just found one of the biggest T-Rex, like full skeleton put together up in Canada, and I saw pictures. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy to think about T-Rex like that running around outside.
Yeah.
Just their mouth, like they're showing the teeth and stuff. They were huge. That is just mind
You
blowing.
have to have some military weapons to survive
Yeah.
in that time if you were a human,
It's craziness.
or just like a giant axe.
Think about think about a
not so
bird,
bad.
like a giant bird just flying in the sky.
But T-Rexes were like chickens, or not? Okay. No.
Okay.
No,
What?
They were. They were like they weren't predatory. Like they were like vultures. Like they would
Oh.
eat when other people killed. They
Oh,
would go
right.
after it.
They
They
were
were
smart
not.
that way?
Not smart's not the word I would use.
And
I
then,
don't know.
And then
just weren't what
so
you
they
think.
had someone else do the work, and then they
Yeah.
ate their food. That sounds
But
smart.
so
to
like
me.
they weren't like chasing people down and murdering them.
But they would probably take
See,
their
if
food
I was a
and
T-Rex,
then
I'd
eat
I'd
them
be
as well.
murdering people.
I'd look
They
right
would
at a
probably
T-Rex
be
and I'd
like-
be like, I'm not dead yet, chicken. You're not gonna eat me.
And he'd be like, "You're making this too easy."
And he'd be
Chomp.
like, You're right. I'm scared.
"Chomp."
Ah.
Gone.
I'd probably
See
chase
ya.
a T-Rex around.
All right. Today we got. Speaking of humans, we have humans. SMH. Now this one can go one of two ways. So this story came across this week, and I was so interested in kind of the two sides of it.
Yeah.
That either one of them could be, I could shake my head at either one of these sides. So in St. Louis, I don't know if you guys know this, but they have bagels that are called bread cut bagels. And it made the news when somebody brought bread cut bagels to the office and tweeted about it. Went viral. And you had all of these people just cursing St. Louis for having bagels this way, like that they were the unholy of thou bagels. And what it is a bagel that is cut vertically into pieces and not horizontally through the middle. So some people are calling it the worst thing since sliced bread. Are you a monster if you cut your bagels into multiple pieces? And so, like, the internet had an uproar about bagels that were cut up and down, like a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
And so, my question to you guys is this
There's
the
no
most
logical
ridiculous?
reason behind it.
Is this the most
Hard to do.
ridiculous thing that you've ever heard that people are making an a stink about how you cut your bagels, or are the bagel connoisseurs in the right, saying that it's not a bagel if it's cut up and down?
Well, it's definitely not the most ridiculous thing I've heard people make a stink about. But it's
true.
up there.
Yeah.
It's definitely up there because this doesn't matter at all.
Right.
Unless, like, I mean, if you want to put cream cheese on it, it's probably a little hard.
That's what I'm saying. There's no logical reason behind cutting it like that.
But, like, if you just